right. Let's get live. Let's talk about some motivation. Let's talk about some meditation. Let's talk about some inspiration. If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. What are some of the things that bring you closer to your focus? What are some of the things that bring you closer to your ability inside? One of the things that I've come to notice is that when we start to set time aside for ourselves, when we start organizing our minds, our abilities start opening up, our mentalities start to become a part of our everyday, our beings start to vibrate, they start to manifest, and your dreams start to become possible. I'm sitting in this office speaking about motivation, speaking about meditation, speaking about inspiration, watching as these things are unfolding, as the ability inside is starting to open up, as the ability inside of the mind is starting to become, I just went outside, did a meditation session in the sauna, and was in there, in that place of being, in that place of journey, in that path that brings us closer to ourselves. It brings us closer to what we are seeking to become. The ability to vibrate from within who we are truly opens us up to be that person that we are inside. And when we're there to uplift each other, we're there to work together and to work to overcome our challenges with our minds, when our ability within starts to manifest, when we ask, is what I'm doing today, is it motivation, meditation, or inspiration? So what is it that you're putting your time into? What is it that you're putting your effort, your ability? Is your mind reflecting outwards from what's going on inside? Is the challenges inside of you, is it greater than the things that you face off against? As you're facing off against challenges, are you using the skills that you have? Are you using the ability inside of yourself to become? Are you using the ability inside of yourself to manifest? I'm sitting here in front of the camera after sitting down and doing 2 sessions of meditation, and I'm in this place of being where reflection starts to become the understanding, where reflection from within the path and the journey that we're on, this great path that we call life, this place that gives us the ability to manifest, that gives us the ability to believe in ourselves and to believe in our beings. And as I work on this office, as I work on this ability within to start to utilize this part of our journey, I start to recognize that the path is amazing. The ability to continue, and I have this on my screen. It's Bruce Lee's quote. It says, "Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for success, personality, and a successful personality, and duplicate it." And I always strive to be this person within, to not allow the challenges that go on around us to be greater than what's going on inside. And when we start to seek out after our ability, when we start to seek out after our mentality, when your challenges no longer stop you, when your ability within starts to become, when you start to manifest your dreams, your goals, you'll start to see the things that are amazing start to open up within you. And I look forward to these few days a week where I have the time to sit down and to grind and to start to put the investment into oneself. Fortunate to have the Sunday and Monday to focus on meditation, to focus on the ability inside to put time and investment into ourselves, to start to believe in ourselves and to believe in our dreams and our goals. And I see those people out there, and I see those that are going through their own challenges, and if I could just get inspire discipline to reflect an inspiration inside of you, that you can overcome your challenges if you look within, that if you allow your relationship with the Most High to become strong, if you allow the purpose and the journey that you're on to manifest your dreams, that they can become a reality, that you can ask yourself those types of questions that I ask every day. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? And that you can overcome your challenges. But you have to see it. You have to put a vision in front of yourself. You have to put the time, the effort, the ability for those dreams to become possible, for those dreams to come to you and to manifest within you. You know, I sit here in front of you looking at the path and the journey that's in front, the ability to use the things that we have on a daily to overcome our challenges, you know. And I asked myself, you know, why did you start doing videos, Marcel? Why did you start getting on there and start getting after it? What was it that drives you to be in this place where you have the ability to overcome? You know, what is it that, you know, and I have to go back to the roots. I have to remember that, you know, these challenges that I've faced through, they're not just for me, they're for us, they're for the community, they're for uplifting other people, they're for building a place within ourselves where we believe in who we are, therefore the ability for this message to make its way to you, that you might see the energy inside of yourself in such a way that you start to believe in you, that you start to manifest from within you. You know, and as I continue to grow, as the ability for the things and the challenges that we face off against, that's what reminds me of the reason why I do this, you know, the reason why I put these videos out there, the reason why I have the people who listen to my messages and hear the universe is a great place. And I see too many people that want to just leave this thing and instead of experience their journey, instead of experience their path. And, you know, it's when we start to recognize that true freedom is to be within ourselves, to be who we are inside, and to express from within who we are. And, you know, I've met too many people in this life. I've spoken to too many people to not recognize that being ourselves is the most important thing on the face of the planet. That when we utilize our beings in such a way that we reflect outwards, that the universe starts to shine in your direction, and that, you know, when this message hits those of you out there that, you know, might be needing that today, that just believe in yourself a little bit. You know, when you start to believe in you, amazing things start to become possible. And I've seen those things happen in my life firsthand. I've seen, you know, I've had a wife who abandoned a marriage. I've had, you know, people that said it wouldn't be possible for me to speak about motivation, about meditation, about inspiration. You know, I'm almost at my first cash out for my podcast. You know, I almost have 1,000 listens on podcasts. I have nearly 20,000 followers on YouTube. I have my YouTube, Facebook, Periscope. Used to have Periscope. I'm working to set up my Twitter, because what it means to me is that we can overcome our challenges if we believe in ourselves. And, you know, it's inside of who we are that greatness comes from. It's inside of who we are that the challenges that we face off against on a daily can be overcome. And when we allow the universe to work in our favor, and, you know, we start to become a part of the present moment. You know, we use the past. What I've come to learn is that the past teaches, and that the future only comes when you're in your present moment, when you're inside of your journey and your path starts to open up. And I look forward to using this office that I have to be able to do videos. I look forward to the ability to uplift other people, as I continue to grow and manifest. Eventually I'm going to have an LLC. Eventually I'm going to have shirts, and I'm going to have things to sell and actually utilize the skills that I have inside, and that that the message of motivation, meditation, inspiration, that day when I was in my van, sleeping in my van, that it might shine out, and that there might be people that might be going through challenges of their own, that they might be able to ask themselves that same question. That motivation, what does it mean to focus to the point where no matter the challenges you're facing off against, you have the ability to overcome them? What does it mean? To me, that's what it means. It means that no matter the challenges that I face, I'm greater than those challenges. What does meditation mean? The ability to get down to the place where you focus beyond your challenges, where what is from within opens up beyond the challenges, where you look within for the answers, where no matter what you face off against, you become the solution. See, a lot of people are looking for solutions outside of themselves. They're looking for somebody else to solve what already exists inside of you. See, this is why I see a lot of people say, oh, I want to leave this. But the thing is this is a part of your journey. It's a part of the process of being yourself, that those challenges came your way. It's a part of the process of growth, that if those challenges didn't come your way, I have people on the other side that have passed. I have stories that only would help one to grow. I have a friend that's passed this life from stage 4 cancer. The blessing to actually have had that person join my life for a part of my journey. The person that I was married to for nearly a decade. All this stuff brings me right here. And when we are strong enough to uplift other people, to recognize that at the roots you want to help other people, that you want other people to believe in themselves, that you want their journey to be worth it, that their challenges can be overcome, that they believe in themselves, that, right here in this space and in this path, what happens when you express who you are inside, other people start to see your discipline. They see your ability to become an inspiration. They see the ability to start to believe in their work and in their beings and in their purpose. And when you start to light up this world in that way, in which sets you aside, that only you can be. Yesterday I have a really funny story. Yesterday I was at work, and I'm there at work, and I'm at the end of the day almost, and I'm cleaning out a car. We just got this vehicle in, and I have a coworker comes in. He says, this person came in to buy a car from you, and they want to buy a car from you, and they said nobody else. And so I went up to them, and they were like, we're frustrated, but we want to buy a car from you. And so I'm talking to them, I'm like, okay, maybe one of my colleagues is a little bit better than me at this. Maybe one of my colleagues can work a little bit closer with them, that it might be able to, happen, that they might be able to get a car. And so I took them out on test drive, and I come back and I share it with them. And as I go inside and grab my colleague, and, they basically explained, Marcel is the best salesman you guys have. He's a person who's here not because of the thing. It's just a vessel to me. When our life is greater than our challenges, when the reflection comes from within who you are, when what you are is greater than the things that are going on around you, then the universe, it yields. It truly starts to bring the things that are meant for you in your direction. And you might not even see it. You might not even see it happening when it's happening for you. You might not even see those people out there that are hearing this message right now. They might not even see what I see through my eyes. But if I could share for a moment what I see through my eyes, what I see through my eyes is that, my friends, if you don't give up, if you continue to believe in yourself, if you continue to believe in your dream, if you continue to believe in your ability, it will manifest it. It will manifest it within who you are. It will give you the ability to believe in yourselves that whatever it takes to overcome your challenges, that you're the one that's meant to do it. That you're the one that if it was for those challenges, if it wasn't for those times that I had, those things that I've been through, I wouldn't be right where I am right now. And as I sat out there in my room of meditation, as I sat out there in that space doing meditation, as I sit in this office and I talk about motivation, as I talk about meditation, as I talk about inspiration, might inspire you to find a way to believe in yourselves, might it inspire you to find a way to be who you are within. And it's quite amazing what challenges are able to be overcome when you look within yourself for the answers. And how can we use those skills in such a way that no matter what we're facing off against, we have the ability to overcome? How can we believe in ourselves and believe in our beings and believe in our purpose, that no matter the challenges we face off against, we have what it takes? See, I'm asking you guys that question. What does it mean to be you? How can you be yourself? What does it take to overcome? What does it take to go inwards? So when you see somebody who's struggling, remember, when you uplift them, when you recognize that if you didn't come this way, then what would happen is ultimately you stop your own blessings. As I sat down there and I continued to work through that, as I sat down there and I continued to work on that, as I sat down there, I remembered that we can't be duplicated. There's no one that has your fingerprint. There's no one on the face of the planet or to come that has your ability to speak and to talk the way that you talk. And inside of that place, we can start to grow. Inside of that place, we can start to manifest. It's quite amazing to be who we are within. And it's quite amazing when you're going through something and you find a way to overcome it. When you're going through something and you find a way to manifest. When you're going through something and you start to be yourself. When you start to believe in yourself and you start to believe in your being and you start to believe in your purpose. It's quite amazing what can happen, what you can manifest, how you can manifest from within yourself. I think about when I'm sitting down doing meditation, about all those people that have been a part of my journey. I think about all those people that came into this vibration called life, that helped to make this part of this journey, that they helped to make this part of this path. I think about, when I had nothing, when I was broken to nothingness. I think about the day when I found out I was going to be homeless and I gave that $5 to that homeless guy on the corner, when I sleeping in my van, and the $20 tip that came in right after I prayed with him. That's what I think about. I think about what it means to be ourselves, what it means to go inwards, what it means to, and when I am out in the profession, I think about, the people that are affected, the people that because I came that way, I had the ability to affect their lives, you know. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Your gifts, your talents, your abilities, they open up when you put in the time, when you put in the effort. You know, I'm looking at this office and I'm in awe at the ability to have an office in a home. I'm at the ability to have an apartment, to have the ability to do it on my own. You know, I recognize that a lot of you out there don't know how. I recognize that a lot of you out there don't know how tomorrow is going to come. And if you start to look inwards for the answer, it starts to manifest. I know that when I look at this office, it reminds me of a reason to continue. When I look inside of myself, it gives me a reason to be myself. And you know what? I refuse to allow the things that are on the outside to be greater than it is on the inside. You know, what we are on the inside is what ends up becoming a reflection outwards. Are we organized enough for that to happen? Are we putting our efforts and our abilities in place to where no matter the challenges we face off against, we become, when we're becoming that light from within, when your being starts to open up, when your ability starts to open up, when you start to manifest your dreams, where do those come from? What does it mean? There's a reason why you got those dreams. There's a reason why those things came in your direction. There's a reason why you're here. And if I can yet but start to help you to become disciplined, that your professions might improve, your relationships might improve, that your light might shine, that your ability within might help you to grow, that your ability within might help you to become who you are. And inside of this place, inside of this journey, inside of this path, it's a great story. You know, the story of your life is worth sharing. The stories, there's so many that are afraid to be themselves. There are so many that are afraid to look within for the answers. And when I spend that time in those parts of this journey, and when start to manifest from within our dreams, when we start to manifest from within our goals, when our purpose starts to open up, you know, we're sometimes in shock. And that's what happened to me yesterday, is that it was an amazing, you know, it was amazing to hear somebody believe in you. Even sometimes when we're not believing in ourselves, you know, what does it take for you to believe in you is the question I'm asking you today. What I'm asking you is, how can this message help you to believe in yourself? How can it help you to believe in your being, to believe in your purpose, that you have what it takes to overcome? You know, if you look inside for the solution, if you look inside for the ability, if you look inside for the mentality, how can this part of your journey open up? How can this part of your journey become that thing that helps you to manifest? How can this part of your journey help you to become that light, to become that? If there's any way that I could help you to start to lighten your mind, to open your mind to overcome your challenges, you know, I look forward to figuring out how to start getting these energy readings going again, and starting to get this place of meditation to become that kind of place, to start to get this place of meditation to start to become this journey. And, you know, as I continue to grow, as this path and this purpose continues to open up, how can we be able to manifest? You know, what does it mean to sit here and to start to utilize our gifts, our talents, and our abilities? You know, I'm trying to figure out how to get Twitter to start broadcasting, because I know that when I had my Periscope set up, I had a lot of people that would always be out there communicating across, and I'm looking to start to get this thing going and to actually get out there and to start to communicate and to start getting energy readings going, to just start talking about meditation, to start talking about the things that I enjoy, the path and the purpose, and utilizing this journey. If you are hearing this message out there, I want you to recognize that you're important. I want you to recognize that, if you look within yourself for the answers, you will find the solution. If you look within yourself for the answers, that, I just had about a week ago, I had somebody ask me, so what kind of office do you have? What kind of work do you do? See, the job is not what matters the most, okay? What matters the most is what you believe about yourself. What your profession is just the way in which the universe has the ability to utilize you. It just has that ability to utilize that part of your being. What really matters is what you believe about yourself, what you ultimately utilize on a daily basis, and how you believe in you. So, are we believing in ourselves to that point where we are seeing those things becoming true? Are we believing in ourselves to that point where we're utilizing our gifts, where we're utilizing our talents, where we're utilizing our abilities? See, as I continue to manifest, as this journey continues to grow, as this ability within starts to happen, I want to take you guys with me on that journey. I want to start to getting those energy readings out. I want to start getting that ability to work from this office more and more to where it manifests. As I start to look out there and I start to see people grow, it brings joy to see those that start to become inspired. It brings joy when I hear people say that you're utilizing the light, that you're utilizing, the Creator's purpose in your path, and that we're here because of you. And that's what I want to be for you guys. I want to be there because of you. I want to be there for you. I want to be there to uplift you. I want to be there to be a vessel that is able to bring you to a place of discipline where your reflection, it is inspiration. And, place of focus where no matter the challenges you face off against, you can overcome. Are we on the same page here? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you utilizing your being in such a way that your purpose becomes an ability, that your mentality opens up? Are you able to believe in yourself beyond the challenges that you face off against? What does it mean to be you? What does it mean to go inwards? How can we together become that kind of light? How can we together become that part of our journey, And I'll continue to put these together and to start to getting them into a place where eventually, they will become something great. We have greatness within ourselves. It's just getting to that place where we recognize that the greatness from within starts to shine outwards. I'm going to start working to try to see if I can get some energy readings done today, if I can start to get some ways to start to, get a community of meditation on board, to get a community of motivated people on board, to get a place within ourselves where the greatness comes from within. When we're able to be ourselves, when we're able to be that place where no matter the challenges we face off against, we become the solution. And I recognize that a lot of you out there might not have heard that before. That this might be the first time you might hear this, but we're here together. This great journey is that our paths, our purpose might be that we're able to help each other, that we're able to grow beyond the challenges, that the blessings that we have within might radiate outwards. When we're thought of after this past purpose, it won't be from the things that we've done, it's what we've done for others. It will be what we've utilized and how we allow the things in our vibration. What is it that you allow into your space? What is it that you allow into your being? When a air traffic controller looks out, they're in charge of an airspace. Are you allowing in your space a vibration that's uplifting you? Are you allowing in your space the ability to be that traffic controller for your life? Are you allowing your positions, your mentality, your being to be built off of who you are inside? Are you allowing your mind, your purpose, your journey, and your path to utilize that place where you're aware of the things that are going on around you, that you're aware of the people that you allow into your life, that what you have inside is greater than the challenges that you face off against? I recognize that, maybe it's only once in a lifetime that you find yourself, that if you start today, you can. If you start today, you will. And, as I sat in that room and I did meditation today, I was reminded of what it means to be oneself, what it means to use our gifts, to use our talents, to use our abilities. I'm sitting here with a high-speed internet. There have been so many times my internet have failed me. And I continue to push. I had a wife telling me, don't put out videos. You're going to embarrass yourself. As I sit here right now in this space, everything that's come in this direction, everything that's in this purpose, in this path, and in this journey, as I work in this office, as I continue to grow, as I continue to move forward in this path, it's because sometimes those people are the things that drive you. They're what bring you closer to yourself. It's what brings you closer to your being. It's what brings you closer to your ability to overcome your challenges. I'm sitting here in my office speaking about motivation, speaking about meditation, speaking about inspiration. And anybody who knows who I am, that's what they know I am here for. This is my path. This is what I was brought to this world to do, is to speak about meditation, to become meditation, to utilize it on a daily, to utilize the mentality within that it will overcome challenges, that when we look within ourselves, there's great things that can happen, that your relation with the Most High is that ability to overcome your challenges by being yourself. Ultimately, what comes in your direction because of being you. And when I think about the knowledge inside, the stories that we face off against, I think about the ones and the days where I didn't think I could make it. I think about the days when I didn't think it was possible. I think about the days when, I couldn't explain how the next day was going to happen, but I woke up that next day and I continued. I think about the ability, the blessing to have this space, even though I didn't know it was possible. When I'm out there and the mind space is allowed to have the ability to grow, when we have the ability to become ourselves, when we're utilizing our gifts, our talents, and our abilities in such a way that we have the ability to open up, then the reflection radiates towards you. The things that are meant for you become attracted in your direction. The ability for those things, the people that will come in your direction, they're going to see you for you if you are who you are within. If you use this being in such a way that it opens up, the manifestation of oneself is to be human beings. And as humans, we aren't perfect. As humans, we aren't going to always have everything the way which we would think, and our minds will open up through utilizing our journey. It will open up through utilizing our purpose, that the ability within starts to open up, that the ability within starts to open your mind, and it starts to open your being, and it starts to manifest when your connection with the creator of this universe starts to become part of this universe. It starts to become a part of this path. It starts to become a part of this journey. And when you start to utilize this journey in such a way in which people see you for you, when they start to see you for you, that's when expression opens up. It's when you start to manifest. Greatness comes when you're speaking from within yourself, when what you have inside radiates outwards, when we're reminded by people, even when we can't see it ourselves, that we are on a great path, that this purpose, this place, I remember talking to a friend about how it's got to be greater inside than what's going on around us. It's got to be greater inside than what you face off against. And sometimes we feel like what's going on around us is greater than what is going on inside. What you have inside is greater than the challenges that we face off against on the outside. When we manifest from within ourselves, when we manifest from within our beings, when our purpose and our journey and our path opens up in such a way that amazing things start to show through, when your journey becomes something of a manifestation, when you wouldn't see it happen and it starts to happen, when you start to see what you're made of and it starts to become this journey. It's something amazing when we become that kind of light, when we shine that kind of reflection outwards, when what we are inside becomes the part of our path that we seek out after. I put this kind of time in because I know it's worth it. I put this kind of time in because when we are inside of a place, inside of ourselves, and we speak it out, when we speak out and it manifests, when we're in our journey and that path opens up, when it truly starts to become a part of our manifestation, when what you seek inside is ultimately seeking you, then you will start to believe in yourself, and you start to believe in your being. I look at this office that I have here in front of me, and the only thing that I can have explanation is believing in ourselves. When you believe in you, the energy inside starts to shine. When you believe in you, the ability starts to open up. I'm sitting here with Facebook, YouTube, podcast. I'm working on setting up my Twitter account so I can start to video on Twitter, and soon enough I'll have a Instagram, and I'll be on multiple platforms. And motivation, meditation, inspiration is the ability to go beyond. It's to go within. It's the ability to overcome and to manifest from within ourselves and to manifest from within our dream. So a lot of people think that it's just enough to help other people. You got to speak your mind. You got to go within to find the answers. You got to go within to find the solutions. And inside of that place you will find greatness. And this is where it is. It's when nobody else is looking, and you're sitting there, and your legs are in pain from sitting in lotus for an hour. It's when your mind is busted and you can barely write. It's when you're typing things out. It's when you're speaking at 42 minutes later. It's when you're putting in the effort. You hearing what I'm saying? When you're putting in the ability, where what's going on inside is greater than the challenges that you face off against. And you start to believe in yourself, and you start to believe in your being, and you start to believe in your purpose, and you start to become that kind of light. I want to inspire you to go within for the answers. I want to inspire you to light up this world in a way that only you can. It's not just a part of your journey that you can overcome. It's not just a part of your journey that you will be here and you'll be on this path and that it just pass you by. It's much more than that. It's the ability to believe in yourself and to believe in your dreams and to believe in your purpose, that you have what it takes within yourself to overcome. I hope that this podcast reaches you if you're going through some challenges today, if you're in a place where your being is looking to open up, if you're in a place where your challenges are asking you the questions: what does it mean to be me? What does it mean to be who I am inside? What does it mean to believe in ourselves? How can what I'm going through, how can the things that we face off against, how can it bring us to a place of discipline where others would become inspired, where that would become a reflection of inspiration? That's why I speak about motivation. That's why I speak about meditation. I speak about inspiration, because the only thing that I can think about that's brought me this far is the ability to focus, to utilize knowledge inside, to utilize the universe and the great people that are a part of my life. I'm grateful for all of you out there, for the record, that have been a part of this journey. Sometimes that's difficult to admit, because there's some people out there that have truly hurt me in the past, but that part of that past is the reason I am where I am today. So even those people I'm grateful for. Those ones that, brought me to this place of being inside of this space, this airspace here, this simple thing that reminds me every day that life is worth it, that reminds me every day that this journey is worth it. When, as I sleep by myself and I'm in that place and I'm reminded that there's a purpose, that other people are affected, that I came along, that other people are affected, that they're a part of this journey, and that together as a group internally that we uplift each other, and that's what brings me to the position that I have every day, is the people that are there and the ability that it might affect others. We're on this journey for a purpose, and a part of that purpose is that this path is manifesting. It's a yield. It's an ability to become internally wealthy, that the yields would flow over, that the things that you speak, that you believe in yourself, become a manifestation from within ourselves, that our manifestation becomes our dreams, that our abilities truly start to open up, that our purpose is to be on this journey. And sometimes, and there have been times in my life I'm like, how is it even possible that this could happen to me? How is it even possible that this part of this journey would be this way? How is it possible that those things were brought towards me? Then I remember the blessings that come, the blessings, the things, and I sit here in an office that only was a thought a year ago. I think about the cars that I have that, that I owe zero on, the apartment. I think about the meditation room that I have outside. I think about the position that I have and the people that are part of my life, and I think about the ability to overcome. And the only thing that I can think is possible is that by being ourselves, we uplift other people. That by being ourselves, we have the ability to affect others' lives, and we have the ability to manifest our dreams and to manifest our goals, and to believe in things like the law of riches, that if you give, you receive more in return, that what we're made of is blessings, that what we're made of is the ability to be motivation, to be meditation, to be inspiration, that this, because you came along, this journey is worth it. Because you came along, and I'm here by myself, and I'm in this office, and I'm in this space, and I'm thinking to myself as I got a podcast, a YouTube, a Facebook, on a high-speed internet, like how is it possible that this could happen to me? How is it possible that I could be able to have nearly 1,000 listens on podcasts that could speak my mind, that what's going on inside would radiate outwards? It's amazing, this life's journey, and I want you to be inspired to believe in yourself, to believe in your purpose, to believe in your dream, that what you have inside can light you up, that the things that we have, the blessings that we have, they come to you when you believe in yourself, when you believe that your purpose, your journey, your path, your ability is there. That a lot of the times what we forget is that we're more able than we put our mind to, and yesterday was one of those reminders of that it put me in check, that that the journey is worth it. The ability inside of ourselves to manifest, I'm not the best speller, I'm not the best speaker, I'm not the best writer, but if I can use this journey to affect other people's lives, if I can use this journey to inspire other people to not allow values to be greater than we are inside, the ability for those things to just be vessels, that they might manifest greatness within us, that might manifest the ability to believe in ourselves, that in this office and in this space, it's just absolutely amazing what things happen for you when you use your goals, your dreams, your abilities to believe in yourself, when you allow the place inside of who you are to be that kind of purpose. And a lot of times motivational speakers will say, like Eric Thomas's, one of his favorite quotes is, "What drives you?" And I have one that's up from that. I have one, it's called, "What drive comes to you?" What you hearing what I'm saying? I hope one day this message reaches Eric Thomas. What drive comes to you? Not what drives you. What is it that you, because you came along, is able to happen? What is it because you came along can be overcome? What is it because you came along can you manifest in your life? What is it that what drive do you have is not enough? It's not enough just for you to have drive. It's when you see those things become overcome. Okay, check. You can do this. Okay, check. You can manifest this. Okay, check. But what truly comes toward you? What is it that you're putting an inspiration out there on? What is it that your discipline is grinding on? What is it that your ability inside of yourself is manifesting? And It's quite amazing when we start to see the things inside of ourselves open up. It's quite amazing when we start to see the manifestation within vibrate outwards, and it uplifts other people around us. What is it that's attracted you by your vibration? See, I had this saying, it was, the things that aren't meant for us will move out of the way as long as we stay positive. As long as you continue to stay positive, the things that aren't meant for you will move out of your direction. And that's what I'm saying to you today. So what is moving in your direction? What is moving into that place within yourself? What is moving into that place within your being? Is it opening you up beyond the challenges that you face off against? Is it opening you up to the place where you believe in yourself? See, I see others that are out there that are, I have a friend named Nasif, and he's a really great friend to me. It's a blessing to have Nasif as a part of my life. And I have another friend named Jasmine and Dave, and I have people that bring the mind to elevation. They bring this place inside to a place beyond, and I have quite a few people that are a part of my life, that are part of this inner circle. And when we express outwards from within ourselves, when we express outwards from within our being, when we're putting the mind into a place where we're able, when we're putting the mind to a place where no matter the challenges you face off against, what you have within is greater than your challenges. That's where amazing things happen. When you see others, people's lives affected because you came along, when you see how amazing life is worth. And I've seen too many people want to leave this journey. I've seen too many people want this path to not be worth it. And when we become greater than the challenges that we're facing off against, we attract the things towards ourselves that bring positivity in your direction. I'm thinking about how I am by myself at this time, and I'm able to spend that time doing meditation. I'm able to spend that time focusing on profession, focusing on being. And inside of that purpose, inside of that place, inside of that path, this journey opens up. And amazing things start to happen. Amazing things start to happen within your being when you start to become that vibration of positivity. When there's difference between this office and that office is this one's for videos and that one's for people to come and be welcomed in for the experience in their journey of their path to being able to get their selves from point A to point B. But they're both a part of what Bruce Lee calls martial arts, is ultimately expressing oneself in a combative form. If one's profession becomes a place of expressing oneself, if one's home becomes a place of expressing oneself, if one's journey becomes a place of expressing oneself, if the only thing that we allow towards ourselves is positivity, if we allow the journey to be that place of positivity, if because I came along, it brings discipline inside of oneself to inspire them, if we're able to overcome, if we're able to manifest from within our beings, if we're able to manifest from within our journey, if the path starts to become worth it, if the journey starts to become worth it, then the places, the homes, the professions, the abilities inside of ourselves start to open up. And I see those people that are seeing this journey that I'm on. They're seeing this growth that's going on within, that's going on the outside, and that allow the path that we're on to be greater than the challenges that we face off against. Then our journey has a purpose. And if we can affect each other's lives in a way that we inspire each other, if we can affect each other's in a way in which we uplift each other, and we can start to become that Christ-like attributes, to become that place of purpose, of path, of journey, then this message, it might just be for you. if you can believe in yourself beyond what it takes to have challenges, if you can believe in yourself beyond what it takes to have things that would stop you, if your dreams become possible, if your purpose becomes a place, well, then we become that blessing. Then when we allow others to be uplifted by us, then that airspace becomes clear, that airspace becomes available, that space inside of yourself to speak your mind. And like Bruce Lee said, always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Don't go out and look for successful personality and duplicate it. That's what I'm talking about today. That's what this message is about. Thank you, Bruce Lee, for putting that quote out, because I want you all to believe in what you're made of. Well, this is my first hour. I'm going to go ahead and start working to get the energy readings going here, and we're going to start getting this thing into a place and start getting this thing rolling, and to start to get into the part of this journey where this path starts to have purpose, and it starts to have ability and mentality. And when we start to overcome these challenges and we start to build a community of people that are believing in themselves and believing in their dreams, that amazing things become possible. It starts to become something of a life worth living. It starts to become something of a life worth focusing on, and starts to become something of a life worth manifesting. And so here I am today in this place and in this journey and in this path and in this purpose, looking in this room, this office that I have, and I'm thinking to myself, how would any of this become possible if it wasn't for this great path and the universe and the things that have brought in my journey? And I want you to know that the Most High is here to bring you towards positivity, is here to bring you towards a place of being, is here to bring you towards a place of purpose and of path. And as you grow inside, the challenges that you face off against can bring you towards a positive piece of your being. It will bring you towards a positive piece of your journey, your path, your purpose, your journey, is that you came along, that you're worth it, that your ability to overcome can manifest. I want to share a quick story with you. When I first came into this apartment, I sat down and looked at it and listened. And I sat there for a minute and I remembered it wasn't me that did it. It was the Most High that brought those blessings my way. It was the Most High that brought this journey to being. It is the Most High that brought this path, this purpose. That when you trust in the Most High God, when you trust in the Most High, that your path will be worth it. And as I continue to grow, as I continue to put in the time and the effort and the ability, and start to put the time into meditation, and start to put the time into motivation and into inspiration, that it's because of the Most High that all things are given to us. Glory be to the Most High. Well, I do hope that you all have a blessed day. As always, namaste.